The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning, everyone. This is Adam Welch here, joining you from Insurance Agency Marketing Services. Thank you all for taking some time out of your Friday morning to join us. It is Friday here at Insurance Agency Marketing. That means it's Single Premium Life Friday. So I have a great presentation put together for you. We're going to keep it fairly high level today, but we're going to talk about selling Single Premium Life and really just bringing it back to the basics, breaking it down to just kind of general overview and hopefully give you some items to take away to get you a bit more comfortable with single premium life and feel a bit more at ease about incorporating it into your business. So looking forward to delivering that information here shortly. Before we get going, a couple of housekeeping items. First of all, if you do have any questions throughout the course of the webinar, please don't hesitate to type those in your question box on your control panel and send those over. Happy to get those answered. Additionally, there are going to be a couple of poll questions, and as always, your participation in those questions is greatly appreciated. Help us get some additional information out to you on some relevant topics. So with that, before we get into the topic of today's presentation, selling single premium life, bringing it back to the basics, I want to take a few moments just to walk through some great rewards, incentives, and services that we provide the independent advisor here at Insurance Agency Marketing Services. As always, I see some familiar names and see some new names here, so I want to make sure everyone is well aware of everything that we have going on here at IAMS. The first items I want to visit about are a couple of great business builders. The first one is our Referred Producer Bonus Program. So just like you all out there in the field, the most qualified lead you can receive out there, highest compliment you can receive is going to be a referral from an existing client or somebody in your network. It means you're doing a good job for them. They want to spread the word and get your name in front of other folks so you can help them as well. Well, the same holds true with us here at IAMS. The most qualified lead we can receive is a referral from you, an already producing advisor with us. And we want to encourage you to make that introduction and encourage you to make those referrals to us. So with that, we have a pretty generous bonus program to help you get some additional cash in your pocket for those referrals. So how this program works is once you pass along a referral to us and they get contracted with one or more of our carriers, right off the bat, we're going to cut you a check for $50 as a simple thank you for that referral. Once that referral starts writing business with us, however, that's really when the big bucks can start rolling in for you. And get some additional cash in your pocket. So rough numbers, we basically pay a 20 basis point override on the business that your referral writes with us forever. As long as that referral is contracted with us and they're doing business with us and you're contracted with us, you're going to receive that bonus on that business. That bonus is not coming out of your referrals commission or your commission. That's coming directly out of our pockets to you as a thank you for that referral. So you can see in this example, if you were to refer over 3 advisors to us and all 3 were each $1 million a year producers and total production, be it annuity, single premium life, traditional life, all their production added up to $1 million a year, for those 3 producers, that would equate to an extra $6,000 cash in your pocket for doing nothing more than making that introduction and passing that referral along to us. So great opportunity, again, to get some additional cash in your pocket. Keep that program in mind. If there's anybody out there that you know that is in the business but not currently doing business with us here at IAMS, please keep that bonus program in mind and refer them over. We will certainly reward you handsomely for that. Additionally, we do also have a great marketing reimbursement program where IAMS will actually cost share in your marketing expenses. So again, just rough numbers, for every $100,000 in premium you write with us, we will set aside $100 in marketing reimbursement funds for you to use to help build your business. So the more you write with us, the more that account grows, the more you have available for marketing expenses. If you're out there doing seminars, client appreciation events, you do a mail drop, or even need to do business cards, send us the receipts for those expenses. And as long as they're related towards marketing yourself, getting your name out there and building your business, we will cut you a check for up to half of those expenses with what you have available in that marketing reimbursement account. So again, a great way to potentially cut your marketing expenses in half with our marketing cost sharing program through that marketing reimbursement. Okay, we do have a great new producer bonus program, and this is a tremendous incentive for those of you that may be new to us here at IAMS. How this program works, it's rewarding you for the first pieces of business you write with us during your first 6 months of getting contracted with any of our great carriers here at IAMS. So we have 3 different options that you can choose to cash in on. Once you cash in at a certain level, that is the new producer bonus. It's done. It's not cumulative. So once you cash in, it's done. But we have 3 different options to choose from based on the production you write in your first 6 months. The first level is the $100,000 level. 3 great options to choose from. You write $100,000 in annuity, single premium life. It's prorated for target life premium. That would qualify for the most popular item there, which is a $750 cash bonus. Otherwise, you can choose the 2-year producer website option, which we will create a website for you, host it, and pay the subscription fee for 2 years for that website. Or you can choose the latest generation iPad. If you can exceed that $100,000 level and hit $300,000 in production in your first 6 months, we get a little bit higher level of rewards here. We have a couple of great marketing rewards from our Social Security marketing program that comes along with a 3,000 piece mailing. Will boost your marketing reimbursement account with $2,000, or you can choose that $1,500 gift card at that $300,000 level. Additionally, if you can exceed $300,000 and hit $500,000 in your first 6 months, rewards, of course, get that much better. So here we have a couple of other great business builders that you can choose from, and that's in the form of seminar marketing. 2 of our elite producers, Matt Gill and Dave Pemper, consistently qualify for all of our trips, do a high level of production with us, and they've built their business around seminar marketing. They've created their own seminar systems that work very effectively and has allowed them to build their business to the elite level that it is today. So 2 different seminar presentations, but both very effective. You can choose Matt Gill's seminar system that comes along with the 5,000 piece mailing and seminar coaching, or you can choose Dave Pemper's seminar system, which comes along with a 4,000 piece mailing and some equally as great seminar coaching from Dave. Alternatively, you could take a vacation and customize your own getaway with our Ritz-Carlton travel package at that $500,000 level. So that is our new producer bonus. Again, rewarding you those of you that are new to us here at IAMS for your production that you write with us during your first 6 months. Our back office support, now this is something that we really hang our hats on. We've been in business for 32 years now, and really a large part of that is attributed to the service that we provide the independent advisor. We know that your job out there in the field as an independent advisor is not an easy one. There's a lot of responsibility that falls on your shoulders. We recognize that, and we want to do everything we can to make your lives easier and help you work more efficiently out there in the field. So we provide full support from submission to commission with your life and annuity business. And what that means is our talented team of annuity and life marketers will work with you on everything from the sales support end, helping you with case design, product selection, running illustrations for you, getting those out to you, and talking with you about some ways to position the solutions you're going to present to the client. Once the case is written, submit that application back into us, be it life or annuity, and we will have our case management staff review that application and scrub it to make sure it's in good order before it hits the carrier to cut down on processing time. If you write a fully underwritten life insurance policy, we will actually go as far as scheduling exams and labs out of our office for you, so eliminating that hassle from you as well. And then from there, our case management staff will continually follow up with the carrier to make sure they're processing that business as quickly as possible so we can get that case placed and get you paid as quickly as possible. So that's our full submission to commission support that we provide here at IAMS. We also have our IAMS creative department, and this is a great creative marketing department that can help you on a number of different fronts here. So, we're not only going to assist you on the product side and case design side, we're going to help you get your name and your message out there and help you get in front of more potential prospects. So we have a number of different solutions that we can work with you on to help customize and get ready for implementation in your business. Everything from turnkey solutions that are basic, kind of pre-written brochures, handouts, and flyers that are ready to go. Just need to pop your information on and they'll be ready for the printer or to be emailed out to clients, however you choose to use those materials. We also have full agency solutions, which encompasses brand building aspects of the creative process here. So everything from logo design and brand messaging, getting that information popped on your advertising materials, business cards, stationery, whatever the case may be, we can work with you on that end. And then finally, we can also provide some digital marketing support in the form of website creation and hosting, email marketing, even social media consulting out there as well. So if you're not familiar with IAMS Creative, or if there's a need or an interest in learning a bit more about what we can provide for you on that front, I certainly encourage you to give us a call and ask to speak with our creative department. They'd be glad to visit with you about how we can customize some solutions for you and your business. Our website, www.iamsinc.com. Tremendous resource out there. If you've not yet gone out and registered for an account to get logged into the back end of our website, I certainly encourage you to do so. There's a lot of great information out there. We do have our term quoting engine and guaranteed universal life quoting engine available on our website. It's what we use on the life marketing end to run those term quotes. So we do also have a forms engine where you can generate forms, application packages. Also have access to a number of different e-app solutions through our website. So if it's in a pinch, it's after hours, and you can't get anybody on the phone here during business hour, or I'm sorry, after business hours. Of course, it's a website. It's up and available 24/7, so you can hop out to the website and pull that information down. We do also have a full, very robust sales resource library available, and there's a lot of information in that sales resource library. Everything from client-friendly presentations that you can use in your business. We have some different calculators out there and fact finders and questionnaires. A lot of great information available out there on the sales resource library, and that is going to be available once you create your account to be able to log into iamsinc.com. So again, if you haven't yet registered for our website, certainly encourage you to do so to get access to all that great information. We do have a tremendous piece of software available, really a planning type of software program here called the Retirement Analyzer. This is a very powerful program that really goes a long way to illustrating to your clients the power of working with you and implementing your solutions. Instead of your clients seeing a product in front of them going through an illustration, you can actually show the impact of that product recommendation and that solution and how it's going to impact their overall situation. So it's really designed to answer those 6 key questions that you see on the bottom of the screen. Everything from potentially outliving retirement income to the effects of an untimely death on a retirement plan, and even the effects of health emergency. So a lot of great ways to show the power of working with you and implementing your solutions. If you'd like more information on the Retirement Analyzer and how you can incorporate that into your business, certainly encourage you to give us a call and ask to speak with Marcus Solar in our annuity marketing department, and he'd be glad to visit with you in a bit more detail about this software. IAMS Wealth Management, and this is going to bring us to our first poll question of the day. Very simply, would you be interested in learning more about IAMS Wealth Management? But we have actually launched our very own registered investment advisor here, and that is IAMS Wealth Management. So no longer are we just a life and annuity brokerage that can help you on the insurance end. Now we can also assist you on the fee-based asset management end as well. So if you're currently working with fee-based asset management with your clients, we have a tremendous transition team put in place and process put in place to make the transition as smooth as possible if you wanted to move that book over to IAMS Wealth, and there's a number of reasons to consider doing so, and that is really the simplicity of our platform. Our whole goal with IAMS and helping you be more efficient out there in the field and not working harder than you have to holds true at IAMS Wealth Management. We are going to be your full operational support, back office support arm at IAMS Wealth. So you're not going to get bogged down with the day-to-day asset management and trading and compliance aspects that come along with that business. We will shoulder all that for you through our team here at IAMS Wealth and our strategic partnerships. We will be your operational arm, freeing up your time so you can focus on the activities that matter most to you, and that's working with clients, building those relationships with clients and prospects, gathering assets and making sales. Those of you that may be new to the fee-based asset management side of the business, we have a tremendous program put in place to help you get prepared to take the Series 65 exam and pass that exam and get you up and running and get you going as quickly as possible to start gathering those assets. Number of reasons to consider getting into this line of business. One is going to be increased revenue. Anytime you add a new line of business, that's going to be another avenue for additional revenue growth. And this type of revenue is not going to be commission-based that you may be familiar or comfortable with on the insurance side, where you're earning commission on your annuity sales and life insurance sales. You're going to generate fee-based income, which is going to be recurring revenue. The more your assets grow under your management, the more fees you're going to collect, and it's going to be a recurring revenue stream based on the assets under your management. Additionally, you're going to see an increase in your fixed and insurance business as well. Being more of a holistic advisor for your clients, you're going to be able to assist them with more of their wealth needs, their retirement planning needs. So you're going to be more of a, to be cliche, one-stop shop for your clients. And that's going to go a long way to improving client retention and strengthening those relationships and keeping that client, that household with you, and not seeing some of that business roll down the street to the next advisor. So a number of great reasons to consider fee-based asset management, and more importantly, working with IAMS Wealth Management as your RIA. If you'd like more information, it looks like a number of you did respond yes to that poll question. I'm going to close that out here in a couple of seconds, but if you'd like more information, certainly encourage you to click yes on that, and we'll get some additional information from our wealth team over to you. With that, I'm going to go ahead and close out. Thank you to those of you that responded to that poll question. The next slide here is going to bring us to our second poll question of the day, and that is related to our all expense paid life and annuity academy. So these are tremendous training events that are 2 days, all expense paid. So we take care of your flight, hotel, meals, all of that is on us. Only costs you a couple days out of your time. So that poll question should be on your screen very simply. Would you be interested in attending a Life and Annuity Academy? Clicking yes does not lock you into attending. It just gets you on the list to stay informed of future dates as those become available and scheduled, and give you a little bit of a head start on access to attending one of these meetings. But we hold several a year, and again, they are all expense paid. It just costs you a couple days out of your time, and we know that's expensive in and of itself. That's 2 days that you're not out there in the field meeting with clients and prospects and making those sales. So we want to, of course, make it very much worth your while. So we're going to load you up with as much information as we can in these 2 days. I can tell you what these meetings are not. They are not product roadshows where we just strictly focus on product training and ins and outs of different types of annuity and life insurance products and why you should sell certain products over others. There is some product training involved, but these meetings are very much concentrated on the sales and marketing aspect of the business and giving you some material items that you can take away from the meeting and implement in your business to see an increase in your overall production in the life and annuity side of the business. So with that, we do bring in several of our top producing advisors, Matt Gill and Dave Pemper, that you may recall from the new producer bonus slide. They are frequent presenters at these meetings going over their seminar system and how they have used seminar marketing in their business. We'll have other advisors coming in talking about different concepts like infinite banking and private financing and how you can incorporate that into your business for your clients to really transform your business. Talk about some different large life case marketing concepts, getting you in front of business insurance cases that are traditionally higher premium dollar life cases. Talk about, of course, current annuity topics and annuity industry trends and threats. Talk about wealth transfer strategies encompassing a single premium life, and then also go over some different software tools as well, including the Retirement Analyzer. And we'll have some information about IAMS Wealth as another avenue of revenue for you as well. So a lot of ground covered in these 2 days. We consistently get feedback that these meetings are unlike anything out there in the industry. You may have attended meetings out there in the past from other IMOs, and the consistent feedback we hear is this is by far the best meeting that attendees have been to, and it's just completely different from other similar type of meetings. So please keep our Life and Annuity Academy in mind if you'd have interest in learning more about meeting and how you can attend one of these. I certainly encourage you to click yes on that poll question. But with that, I'm going to go ahead and close that out. Thank you again to those of you that responded to that question. We'll get some additional information and dates out to you. All right, the final item I want to visit about before we get into the topic of today's presentation is our 2019 IAMS Marketing Summit. Just announced the location and dates for this. Very excited about this. It's going to be out in gorgeous Naples, Florida at the Ritz-Carlton Resort down there. It's going to be held August 25th through the 29th of 2019. We are currently in the qualifying invitational period. It started January 1 and runs all the way through June 30th, 2019. So basically $3 million in total credits. You can see the qualification requirements on that screen there. Virtually anything you write with us here at Insurance Agency Marketing Services is going to go towards credit, towards qualifying for this great trip. Very excited about this trip. Each Marketing Summit top producer trip that we've held over the years has grown year over year, and we're excited to keep that trend going. So give us a call. Let us know what you're working on, what we can help you out with to get in the door and get you on your way towards qualifying for this great trip. All right, getting into the topic of today's presentation, and that is selling single premium life back to the basics. We're going to be keeping it fairly high level here today. We're not going to get too far into the weeds, but really the whole objective of today's presentation is getting you a bit more comfortable with single premium life and hopefully giving you some ways that you can incorporate it into your business and really help you keep from walking away from potential sales and walking away from additional revenue. So some of the topics we're going to cover today, just looking briefly here. First of all, we're going to look at why we hear so many agents that are choosing not to sell single premium life. Then we're going to look at why it is so popular with those that are selling single premium life. We'll of course talk about who's a prospect for the concept, go over some general information about products and underwriting, and talk about some ways that you can incorporate it and why you should work with IAMS for your single premium life business. So starting off here, why do agents choose not to sell single premium life? Well, first of all, it's life insurance, so that's going to throw up some red flags right there. There's a lot that comes into play with life insurance cases, traditional life insurance cases, everything from underwriting to the long processing of applications. While some of that still does come into play, life insurance in general, we have really cut down quite a bit on processing time, due in large part to our great case managers that pay close attention to applications and making sure they're complete. So we've culled a lot of that, but single premium life is a little bit of a different animal, as we'll see here. So, first of all, being life insurance, agents believe that the client has to die in order to benefit from this policy, and that's just not the case. I think it's a more difficult sale than perhaps an annuity or some other option out there, and really it's going to be very similar to an annuity sale. Agents that haven't maintained good relationships with their block of clients. We come across this quite a bit. Agents are not consistently doing reviews with clients and not staying in front of their clients and are always looking for that new prospect to start that new sales cycle with. And oftentimes there can be a virtual gold mine within your existing book of business, be it annuity or life clients. Concerned about underwriting again, that underwriting is going to take too long or client's not going to qualify. Just want to point out here, and we're going to see a little bit later in the presentation some underwriting case studies, but because you think there's health concerns out there that's going to disqualify the client, don't walk away from a potential sale. Give us a call. Let us know an idea of the health concerns, and we can help you on the field underwriting side, and a lot of times be able to find a home for that case. I feel like you have to learn something new, and while, it is a new type of product, it's very similar in some respects to products you're already working with, and agents just flat out fail to see the value in the product. And really, in many instances, there's no such thing as a one-size-fits-all product, but single premium life has a lot of value built into the product in a number of different ways. So why is single premium life so popular and with those agents that are consistently selling it? we are sitting on a tremendous opportunity here for the next decade, even beyond the next decade, with trillions of dollars in assets projected to be passed to the next generation. A lot of those assets are going to be taxable assets to the next generation. There's a tax time bomb sitting there, and single premium life could be a way to help diffuse that and transfer it more efficiently by a tax-free wealth transfer solution. High cost of LTC. So we're seeing a lot of these sales being positioned as a potential long-term care alternative. It's certainly not long-term care insurance, but with some of the great living benefits available with single premium life, it can be a significant alternative to help bridge the gap, if there is one, for a future health emergency. Hassle-free. I mean, it really doesn't have to be as much of a hassle as you may think. There's no compliance in terms of the ongoing increasing compliance and suitability concerns on the annuity side. Really don't have a whole lot of that on the single premium life side, and there's no exams involved in the underwriting process. These are simplified issue plans, meaning not guaranteed issue, but simplified issue, meaning that there are no paramed exams or fluid draws. Nobody's going to come out and draw blood and require those samples. Great commissions. It's not only going to reward your clients very well, but it's going to reward you as the agent very handsomely as well. Guaranteed interest in the cash value. Of course, it's life insurance, so that cash value is going to grow tax deferred. And it can be a great way to generate some new commissions on old annuities that may be sitting out there in your book. So who's a prospect for single premium life? And there are a wide range of different scenarios where some clients that you may think weren't even in the ballpark of being a prospect for single premium life really could be. The first thing I want to clear up right away is we consistently hear advisors turning down, incorporating single premium life because their clients don't have the $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 in a checking account that they can just cut a check for. While everyone loves those large premium cases, the average case size for single premium life with us is really ranging from $35,000 to about $45,000 per case. So, of course, we do see those larger ticket items, but really there's a lot of versatility with these products, as we're going to see here. So don't disqualify single premium life because you don't think your clients are the ultra high net worth that can afford to cut those large checks for single premium life. So who's a prospect? Annuity clients. Any clients that you have that may have some old annuities on the books that they really don't anticipate drawing an income from. Those can be great opportunities to reposition those annuities that may be out of their surrender schedules into a legacy type of product and really make it work harder for them than that annuity was working, especially when the concern is legacy and wealth transfer and no longer income. Annuity clients that have 10% penalty-free withdrawals on their contracts and maybe no final expense plan in place. Maybe they haven't thought about prepaying their final expenses. They don't have any life insurance coverage, and this can be a great way to at least get a paid up final expense plan by taking a 10% free withdrawal from funds that they're not currently using. And then clients that are maybe 70 and a half or older taking RMDs only because they have to. They don't know what to do with it. If they had the option to not take RMDs, they would certainly not take RMDs and preserve the value of that asset. So instead of taking those RMDs and just shoving them in the bank or spending them, this is a great way to reposition one of those RMDs or a couple of those RMDs and again get, at minimum, a nice paid up final expense plan. Medicare supplement clients. And of course, we know there are regulations around cross-selling Medicare supplement, Medicare clients. Not going to get into that, but those of you that do have Medicare clients that you're currently working with, it could be a great opportunity to go back and talk to them about some of the additional services you can provide, as they are really the key demographic for single premium life, the ones that are going to benefit most. Life insurance clients that have maybe multiple policies out there that they're paying premiums on, they're getting tired of paying premiums. Perhaps they have older universal life policies that are starting to implode with the decrease in interest rates. Policy performance has been lagging, and those policies are imploding and getting ready to lapse. This can be a great way to rescue those policies and rescue that cash value in that policy and reposition that cash value into a paid-up life plan. That way they have something to show for that policy that they paid all those premiums in over all those years, instead of letting it lapse without value, with nothing to show for those premiums. And then long-term care clients, and really any client that is concerned about future costs of long-term care with no real plan in place. And again, while single premium life is not long-term care insurance, it can be a great alternative to help bridge the gap with the great living benefits. So with these plans, any clients that are concerned about buying a traditional standalone long-term care plan because they don't like the use it or lose it aspect, with single premium life and these hybrid products, there's no use it or lose it aspect. Somebody's going to benefit one way or the other from that policy, be it your clients in their lifetime with their accelerated benefits, or the beneficiaries with the legacy they're going to leave if those benefits are not used for long-term care. So some general information about single premium life, and just kind of keeping it high level here, kind of a consolidation on the screen here of some different range of products. Generally, these products are issued on ages 50 up to 85. There are some exceptions where we have some that will issue as young as a newborn, age 0, all the way up to age 90. And actually we have a carrier that will go up to 95 as well that I'll hit on here. So really a wide range of demographics that can still qualify for single premium life. Premiums are going to vary by carrier, of course. So we have some carriers that determine the maximum premium amount by the net amount at risk. It's going to be the death benefit minus the premium in this case. We have some that determine the maximum death benefit amount. Can't go higher than $750,000 in some cases. I have some that will actually go up to $1 million, but the more common is going to be about $750,000 in that range. Minimum premiums, and this is really what I want to key in on, as I was mentioning on the previous slide. Just because you know that your clients don't have the $100,000 or $200,000 that they can just cut a check for right then and there for single premium life, those aren't the only prospects. We have carriers with minimum premiums as low as $5,000, $5,000 and $10,000, and even carriers that have a minimum face amount of $5,000, which means we can get even less premium in there. So there are a number of scenarios where single premium life could benefit somebody, even if they didn't have those large premium amounts. So again, don't walk away from a potential sale because you don't think that their net worth is high enough to benefit from this. Underwriting. Underwriting, again, this particular product line is simplified issue, meaning no medical exams, just mentioned no paramed, no lab work involved in the underwriting. It's simplified underwriting, meaning there's health questions on the application, and in most cases, there's a phone interview with the company. Generally speaking, we have a range of standard through table 4 to work with. We do have some carriers that will go all the way up to a table 8. So again, don't walk away from a potential sale because you think your client's unhealthy or your prospect is unhealthy and they're not going to qualify. Don't walk away from that potential sale. Give us a call at IAMS, ask to speak with Life Marketing, and we'll be glad to help you on the field underwriting aspect. Give us a call and give us a rundown of the client's health situation, and we can work with you to determine if there's going to be a potential case and point you in the right direction carrier-wise for underwriting. With these products, we're looking at mortality factors, not morbidity. So with your health products, health-related products, like traditional long-term care, really more concerned about morbidity factors, okay? How healthy are we today, not how long are we going to live? Life insurance underwriting, we're concerned about mortality. So different underwriting approaches. Oftentimes somebody that may have been declined or would be declined for traditional long-term care, we can get approved with a life insurance underwriting style looking at those mortality factors. And then a number of benefits out there. This is just a brief list at the bottom of the screen, but we have a handful of products that offer return of premium safety nets for your clients. Ideally, these are going to be funds that are not going to be needed for future income, but if something changes and clients need those funds back, we do have products that offer a full return of premium. Big benefits with many of these products are going to be the long-term care and home health care benefits. The accelerated benefits that are built in or also added as an additional rider to the products that provide the opportunity to accelerate a generous portion of the death benefit to help pay for some of those costs, be it a qualified nursing care facility or if the client can't perform 2 of the 6 ADLs and needs home health care. A lot of these products will have some generous accelerated benefits available to help pay for some of those expenses. There is liquidity involved. Again, these are going to be more for folks that have these funds not needed for future income, but there is liquidity available with free withdrawals of up to 10% of the cash value or via policy loans. And then, of course, the wealth transfer aspect, transferring this wealth more efficiently to the next generation. And we have solutions that can help your clients transfer both non-qualified funds not needed for future income and even qualified funds. If the focus has shifted on those qualified funds, that those potentially taxable dollars are not needed for income, we can position in some unique products that allow them to leverage those qualified funds and pass them more efficiently to the next generation. So underwriting single premium life, we're going to take a look at just some brief actual case studies here just to give you an idea, and really why I say don't walk away from a potential sale because you think they're uninsurable, because more than likely we would be able to find a home for that case. So that first one, an 83-year-old female. She was a type 2 diabetic, currently on blood thinner meds, blood pressure meds, and a cholesterol medication. A lot of times advisors walk away from that saying she's old, diabetic, not insurable. Well, that was a case we were actually able to get placed. The next one is a 78-year-old male, had kidney disease, also a type 2 diabetic on insulin, able to get that one placed. A 68-year-old female, had a cancer history, blood pressure, some bone loss there, and we were able to get that placed. Those are actual cases that have been placed and actual health impairments out there. Other abnormal risks that we can get approved, a heart attack, as long as we're 2 years beyond that heart attack with full recovery, bypass surgery, cancer even after 2 years, we can get in the door depending on the type. Pacemaker after 5 years, strokes. So the point here is don't walk away from potential sales because you think they're uninsurable. Give us a call and run it by us first. And we can certainly try and point you in the right direction there. So single premium life compared to an annuity. So here we're going to look at a few different items and see how it compares to an annuity, because a single premium life really is going to be similar to an annuity type of sale where you're asking for a lump sum of money up front to go into this product. It's just really, what are the goals? With an annuity, the goal primarily be income. Perhaps some would be legacy, but primarily annuities are going to be retirement income vehicles and retirement growth vehicles. With single premium life, those that are more focused on legacy needs, going to be a similar type of sale, just a different objective. So very similar types of products in that respect. So we're going to take a look at some real numbers here based on a 65-year-old male, non-smoker, and $100,000 single premium, just for ease of round numbers here. So first, taking a look at some of the benefits for long-term care. Taking a look first at the single premium life long-term care payout. These are monthly options here that you see on the screen, years 5, 10, 15, 20. That was looking at a level benefit product that we have available, really accelerating portion of the death benefit on a monthly basis. You can see that compared to the annuity, and the annuity, depending on the growth, you can see it does certainly increase up there, but doesn't quite hit the level of the single premium life payout. the growth inside of the contracts here. So looking at the cash value perspective, the annuity, a bit more geared for growth, a few less fees with life insurance, of course. Even single premium life, there's cost of insurance and some other charges loaded into that cash value, but you can get very similar growth to an annuity with single premium life with some of the IUL products. So it doesn't quite reach the annuity level on those years, but very similar types of growth that can be anticipated from single premium life as compared to an annuity within the cash value. Here's the big deal here. Of course, looking at the two different objectives, annuity, we're looking more for income purposes, where single premium life, we're more concerned about legacy. And this is very powerful looking at the leverage that can be obtained with single premium life. So that $100,000 after 5 years is then turned into just shy of $200,000, which is going to be an income tax-free death benefit to the beneficiaries versus 5 years down the road in that annuity, net after tax, estimated taxes of $118,340. So significant leverage with that same $100,000 on the same person from single premium life to the annuity. And of course, it only gets better from there, looking out 15 and 20 years, really leveraging that asset up and transferring it far more efficiently to the beneficiaries. So taking a look at some of the carriers that are players with us here at IAMS, we consider ourselves one of the top IMOs out there for single premium life. We have one of the most complete lineups of carriers and products that we've seen out there. A number of different carriers to choose from. You can see some of them. I will hit on a couple here: Baltimore Life and Equitrust. Consistently, two of our top single premium life carriers, but we do a good amount of business with all of these carriers that you see on the screen. Lincoln National with their MoneyGuard product, National Western, National Guardian has some unique single premium trust products that can provide some protection from Medicaid spin down situations. And then you can see the remaining carriers there. But we have a very complete portfolio of carriers and products available on the single premium life product front. So here, just kind of want to get the wheels, moving a little bit and thinking about some ways that you can position this with your clients. So, just think to yourself, if you were to ask a client, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, if I can show you a plan for your existing annuity or CD or money market, whatever, insert the account there, that you will not be drawing an income from. In other words, you don't need to ever touch this money. You have sufficient income coming from other sources. You're not planning on touching this money. If I can show you a plan for those funds that has up to a 10% premium bonus, has full liquidity, 100% return of premium, gives you liquidity without surrendering the product if you need it in the event of emergency in the form of 10% penalty-free withdrawals, can provide interest returns of up to 6%, and I will throw a caveat on there, that's based on a hypothetical illustrated rate. We do have products that have cap rates, index products, cap rates of up to 10% and even higher, actually up to 13%, if I recall, with one of our carriers. But realistic index-linked returns of up to 6% provide tax-deferred growth, meaning you're not getting 1099 each year for the growth in that product, tax-free long-term care, home health care benefits, and tax-free transfer to your beneficiaries. Would you be interested in learning a little bit more about this type of product? Quite honestly, I can't imagine anybody saying no, especially if they don't have those funds in their plan for future income. That's legacy money, earmarked as leave-behind money for their beneficiaries. So why should you be selling single premium life? Number of reasons. Of course, it's going to help your clients tremendously. Repositioning those assets in a more appropriate product, that's a more appropriate vehicle, it's going to allow them to accomplish their goals more efficiently by providing some great long-term care, home health care benefits that we know they're all concerned about, but it's a tough conversation to have, and it's oftentimes tough to plan for. This can be a great way to bridge that gap, so to speak. Reduce future tax obligations for beneficiaries. We saw on that first slide about $1.4 trillion in wealth to be transferred to the next generation, and that's annually. I've in fact seen a statistic out there. It's anywhere from $1 to $3 trillion in wealth projected to transfer annually for the next decade to the next generation. A large portion of that is going to be taxable in qualified accounts, or have some type of tax obligation on the growth in the accounts. And this is a way to reduce that future tax obligation for beneficiaries and leave them with a legacy and not a burden. Help you through slumps. So if you get in a tough time, where you're primarily an annuity producer or a Medicare producer, or whatever the case may be, you get into a little bit of a slump, this can be a great way to help break you out of that plateau and help you take your business to the next level with the generous commissions. Oftentimes you're going to have prospects right within your own book of business, so you don't have to worry about buying leads. It's just a matter of going back and revisiting with your clients to help you through some of those slumps. It can also help you find annuity sales. So perhaps you do uncover some additional assets that they have, maybe not being used for income currently, but perhaps down the road they will. It can certainly help you uncover additional annuity sales as well by talking to them about single premium life. It's going to really go a long way, again, to helping you solidify those existing relationships, getting back in front of them and staying in front of them, and then up to 15% commission. I don't know of an annuity out there that's paying 15% commission to the agent. So this is a phenomenal opportunity to generate some additional income for you. So you can make money on annuities that aren't currently paying you anything any further. So a lot of times some annuities can be better positioned in single premium life, and we can talk about some ways to accomplish that. So to take that concept further, why should you be selling us single premium life with us here at IAMS? Pardon me. We have a long track record in this business, being in business over 30 years, 32 years now. Again, we are a top IMO for single premium life sales out there. Have one of the most complete product lineups out there, bring a lot of expertise to the table when it comes to single premium life and positioning the products and getting that business in the door. We have a tremendous new producer bonus program, as we saw. So those of you that are new to us here at IAMS, taking advantage of single premium life, would be a great way to get you jump started on that new producer bonus, help you jumpstart your marketing reimbursement. We have a single premium life toolkit that we can send out to you once you get contracted that has some great pre-approach pieces that are pre-approved by the carriers, some great client presentations and materials to use to help you get this involved in your business. We have some consumer presentations, as I had mentioned, that are pre-approved by the carriers, and some different customized marketing pieces that we've completed. Also, we have a unique fact finder we call the senior questionnaire that we created in-house here that really does a great job in not only uncovering single premium life opportunities, but also potential annuity, traditional life, and even some other unique niche product opportunities as well. So, and really makes a nice addition to a fact finder that you're currently using out there right now. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here. Take a quick look for some questions. I appreciate everybody sticking on here and taking some time out of your Friday. So it looks like we do have a couple of questions that came through. Let me try and get these pulled up here. Okay, so this is a great question about the underwriting and asking about simplified issue. The question is, does simplified issue mean more expensive? And the answer to that is not all the time. So, generally with simplified issue, as I mentioned, we have standard through table 4 to work with. Those tables are priced into the product, so it's as long as they fall within that range, the policy is going to be issued. There's no table 2 rating on the policy. If they're not a table 4, there's no preferred rating. It's just simply if they've are within the standard through table 4 guidelines, the policy will be issued. So that certainly could benefit folks that may be a bit more on the unhealthy side, a bit more than folks that are healthy. But at that point, we need to evaluate health and willingness to go through exams and labs, because we can customize a single premium life solution that's fully underwritten as well for those of your clients that are on the healthy side of healthy. So it doesn't necessarily always mean it's more expensive, but you're going to get similar type of leverage in some different situations, other similar situations with single premium life. So I guess the answer to that question is not necessarily all the time. Good question. Okay. And looks like we just had another one here related to the recording. So yeah, those of you that want to go back and review some of this information, it is going to be recorded, and you will all get a copy of the recording following the webinar. Okay, looks like we've got one more question here. Kind of going back to the comparison between single premium life and annuity. So basically comparing it to an annuity without the income part. And that, while it's certainly not an annuity, I think that's a fair comparison. It's a vehicle to position funds not needed for future income and really provide a much larger benefit for the legacy purposes that an annuity could provide. So yeah, it's definitely going to be for folks that do not need those funds for future income. All right, and with that, I believe that's the last question I saw come through here. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and close out. Again, thank you everyone for spending some time with us here on your Friday morning. We know your time is valuable, and we do appreciate you spending it with us. We'll be following up with everybody after the webinar here. Check and see if there were any additional questions that may have come up after the fact, and get any additional information that you would need or would like to help get single premium life incorporated in your business and help you take your business to new heights with more income. So thank you again, everyone. I appreciate the time. Have a great rest of your Friday, a great holiday weekend. Happy Memorial Day, and we will be in touch with everyone soon. Take care.